Good morning, everybody. I wanted to take a minute and walk you through my morning routine so you can see exactly what products I'm using and exactly what order I use them in. This is a frequently asked question, of course, because there are so many options when it comes to the skincare routine, and some people want to have a really quick and clean version. Some people want a whole process, but I will show you exactly what I'm doing every morning to hopefully make it a little bit easier on you. So as you can see, I have nothing on, which I don't show very often, if ever, but I want to take you from this face to the full ordeal. So it's really quick, but let me show you. And I'm gonna link to and show you each of the products that I use. So the first thing I'm doing is the Beautycounter Cleansing Balm. And even though I, clean my face and everything the night before, I just do this as sort of like a reset in the morning because number one, it's moisturizing, even though I'm gonna wipe it all off. And two, it is soothing and will get any residue from anything that might have been left on my face. So I just use a small amount there. I've rubbed it in all over, and then I'm just gonna take any kind of cloth and wipe it. So you don't necessarily have to use water to remove it. I don't. I like to use just a cloth of some kind. That way the moisturizing benefits are all still left there. And of course, I don't have my tape on, but that'll be part of the nighttime routine that I show you guys a different day in a different video. Okay, so I've used that and it'll pull off any residual residue from whatever, from my good night's sleep. My next step is the vitamin C serum. This is the Albright C serum, and I'll show you how much I use. Just that little tiny bit, one pump, and I'm gonna put that all over. I use this for hyperpigmentation and just clean, bright skin, and I can use it under my makeup because it is a very lightweight serum, which is super nice because some moisturizers and things like that get a little bit goopy for under makeup, and since I do wear makeup, I want to make sure that I don't have that icky feeling. My next step is the Skin Twin Concealer, and this is how I do mine. I mostly do under my eyes and cheeks. That's where I do have the most hyperpigmentation. A little bit there, and a little bit around the mouth. So this is the tan number one, and it's a little bit dark for right now because it's winter. I need to order a lighter shade, but it blends pretty well. So I'm gonna put that on, and I actually use that. I do use the Skin Twin foundation, but what I've found is it's, with all the mask wearing and stuff like that, it's easier for me to just do a little bit of the concealer just to cover up a little bit, but not have super full coverage because I haven't needed it as much. This is my favorite mascara. Most of y'all who have been following along for a while know that this is the best. So this is the Lights Camera Lashes from Tarte. And I don't typically use a lash primer just because I am lazy and I really don't spend very much time getting ready in the morning. But this is my favorite mascara. It is a cleaner brand. The ingredients are good, and I find that I can layer it the way that I want. It's not clay-based, I don't believe, the way that Beautycounter's is, and so I don't have to warm it up or anything like that for it to be juicy enough to go on my lashes. So as you can see, just in a very short period of time, I've already got some good volume, and naturally my lashes are pretty stubby and there's not a lot to them, so I love this mascara. Okay, we'll finish that up, and sometimes I'll let it like dry a little bit and then come back and do another layer, but for time's sake we'll just move on. Feeling good about that. Next step is, this is the Sorbet blush from Beautycounter, and again, I don't need to wear a lot right now because of masking, but I do like a little color, especially when it's winter and I am a little more fair. And then my last step, there are a few cleaner eyeliner brands that I like. This one is Jane Iredale. As you can see, a lot of the pencil's gone. And I do it in the waterline. And I love this pencil because it's very pigmented. So I get a nice bold line right away without having to warm it up or anything like that. Also, there's a couple brands of eyeliners, but the Jane Iredale I've been using for years, and it's always a great option. And of course has different colors if you don't want to do a bold black line, but I find for the waterline it is the least irritating, and so it is a top favorite. So that is basically it, and then depending on what I have going on, if I'm just going to be at home or on a Zoom call, if I don't have anywhere to be for a while, I'll put on a little gloss. If I have to go out right away, then I'm wearing a mask and I won't put on gloss, but that's it. That is my morning routine. That took us 7 minutes, which really is extra because I was yapping the whole time. But as you can see, I don't use a lot of product under the makeup because I don't want it to feel too built up or greasy or anything like that. But the vitamin C serum is really nice and moisturizing, as is the cleansing balm, even though most of it gets wiped off. So that is my skincare routine for the morning, and I will link in this email everything else that you might have questions about. And next time I'll do my evening routine.